Fox 56 News Chief Medical Contributor Dr. Ryan Stanton is with us again in studio.
This segment, he's focusing on good foods for good heart health.
Yeah, earlier we talked about some of the risks associated with the holidays with regard to heart health. So let's work on a solution to that and helping people be heart healthy. As a physician, I'm often asked what people can do to protect their heart. Along with staying active, avoiding smoking, and managing stress, diet plays a major role. And new research highlights another powerful piece of the puzzle. A study published in BMC Medicine followed more than 3,100 adults for over a decade and focused on polyphenols. These are natural compounds found in foods like coffee, berries, walnuts, cocoa, olive oil, and tea and dark chocolate and all kinds of great stuff. Researchers measured polyphenol exposure not just by diet questionnaires, but by analyzing metabolites in the urine, providing a more objective picture of what people actually consume. The results were striking. Participants with higher polyphenol metabolite levels had lower predictive cardiovascular risk scores and higher levels of HDL, the good version of cholesterol. While heart disease risk increased with age for everyone, those consuming more polyphenol-rich foods showed a slower rise in risk over time. This was an observational study, so it doesn't actually prove cause and effect. However, it is strongly supportive that prior research has shown polyphenols having anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, improving blood vessel function, help lower blood pressure, and support healthy cholesterol level. The takeaway is practical and accessible. You don't need a radical diet overhaul. Adding more plant-based foods like fruits, vegetables, nuts, beans, herbs, teas, and even a small amount of dark chocolate can support long-term heart health. So, lots of options out there. You saw coffee, you saw dark chocolate, you see berries. There's lots of things out there. It's just about making wiser food choices as we get to the end of the year and people start putting together those New Year's resolutions. Maybe reaching for that dark chocolate, which is one of my favorite things. Had a little bit this morning on the way here. Versus maybe some of those processed foods that may be sitting close by.
What about dark chocolate covered strawberries?
Oh, that's wonderful. The dark chocolate, the higher the dark chocolate, the better. Because remember, we've talked about it before. Dark chocolate is the actual chocolate, whereas milk chocolate doesn't actually have any chocolate in it. The dark chocolate not only is really good for your health, it's overall in moderation, as with anything, but some coffee, a little chocolate in the morning, start off to a good day.
There are also medicines that can counteract bad diets, but obviously the preferable choice is to have the better diet, right?
Yeah, we want to make, even with medications, you need to make the choices, the lifestyle choices and changes that mean it's lifelong, that make those changes. There are medicines that can help, especially the GLP-1s with regard to dropping that weight, decreasing some of those risk factors, but that's not what we want for long term. We want diet, activity, those types of things that will mean a lifetime of healthier living and good, productive, meaningful years in your life.
You're speaking to me, Doc.
There we go. I like it.
Thanks so much. We'll be back with the final hour of the newscast after the break.
You're watching Fox 56 News, our home, your news.